here we go. Okay, so got a lot to cover, so let's get it straight into it once it lets me click start battle. Okay, so on the side of TNG, looking at a triple DD, double gearing, and a Grozavoy, Moskva, Salem, Des Moines, Nevsky, very heavy radar comp, along with a Kremlin and an Ohio. On the side of Bonks, quad DDs, Hirugamo, Shimakaze, Marceau, and Ragnar, along with a Goliath, a Moskva, a Napoli. Oh, that's interesting. This is the first time I've seen a Napoli in the games. That's interesting. And then an Ohio and a Conqueror as the battleship. So we'll have to see where we go. Shimakaze Hirugamo leads me to believe that they might be trying to smoke up the Goliath or the Moskva, though Napoli has its own smoke, so maybe not. Maybe Hirugamo is going to act as a smoke and detect for the Marceau and the Ragnar. We'll have to see how Bonks wants to play this, but they're starting out. Looks like Marceau and Ragnar are heading towards A, B. Hirugamo looks like he's cutting towards B and maybe the gap towards C, and the Shimakaze and Goliath are heading towards A. Conqueror drifting that way as well. Moskva, Napoli, and Ohio making a hard right turn to go to C. Over on the side of TNG, Grozavoy of Mario Andretti is steaming his way down to the C cap. Gearing of Antonius Jones and Aragorn's gearing are going towards the A cap. In addition, on the C cap, you got just the Nevsky going that way. Looks like they're going to put the Ohio up mid, and they're sending a very strong looking force towards the C cap. Or pardon me, the A cap. We'll have to see what they're going to do with this. This is a very strong force towards the A cap. 3 DDs sitting for Bonks in mid right now. We'll have to see where they go from here. Looks like they're going to send the Ragnar of UR Vivi straight in. And he doesn't even... Is he going for a backup or is he just going straight in? Looks like he's going to back up once he's inside the cap. So he's saying, I don't feel threatened yet. I feel like I can get into the cap and then back up. We'll see. And this setup here with the Marceau and the Hirugamo is really just well designed to try to smash out any DD that enters the cap. Gearing is trying to smoke the Salem into position to get him up to the EF45 island on the edge of B to deny it. But we'll have to see what happens. So what we're going to see here from Bonks is Battleship Nagato's positioning is he's trying to line it up so that if the Gearing sits himself on that edge of the cap inside it, he can 1, torp him, and 2, he's got shots if the Ragnar smokes. Marceau is doing the same in case he's over on this side a little more, or if he comes out mid, but we're gonna have to watch and see what happens. Cap does go over to the side of Bonks. Torps are out as well, as we mentioned, towards where that Salem's gonna be. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. So points are going up for Bonks. Beyond that, let's keep an eye out, see what's going on here. So we're going to watch these torps in. Shimakaze also sending torps off. If that Salem isn't careful and that gearing isn't careful, that's going to be a very rude awakening. But A-cap is being taken by the Shima of Dyer. Aragorn's looking to get himself into the cap, so he's going to prevent that. And the Grozavoy on the other side of Mario Andretti's backing into C, so they'll start contesting. Salem's got the radar. He's going to spot that. He's going to dodge the first set of torps. Will he dodge this second set of torps? Depends on if he tucks in or if he comes out. Here come the torps. Looks like he's going to dodge, so he's going to get himself locked in on that island. So that smoke has gotten him up to the island. And now he's facing in towards A, and he's got a beautiful, as we look at his line here, he's got a beautiful line onto that back island for A, which has now forced the Shima to withdraw because of the radar. And so TNG is going to claim A cap and possibly C cap and start closing that points lead. Still no main battery shots out at the enemy team as far as I've been able to see, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very much a feeling out game. Torps out towards the Goliath. Are they going to hit? Looks like the Goliath is in a good position to dodge. Yeah, he is going to be clean from those. Looks like the Shima's in a good position to dodge those torps. And so we go. Oh, shots are out now. Looks like Addy's Napoli's been detected. The Ohio's taking shots at his corner. Napoli has over the cap to prevent C, so that points lead is going to hold at 52 points for right now, and no damage onto the Napoli of Addy. So, 1 cap to each team, points lead staying the same. Grozavoy has left C now. Mario Andretti's out of there, which means the Napoli and the Moskva are going to be able to take it. And I really do like Bonks' positioning here. Bonks is positioning those 3 DDs sitting in here towards B are just going to deny them the ability to take the cap for a while, though right now it is being contested. And then with a Napoli and a Moskva there in C against the kiting, they'll be able to claim that and readjust. However, TNG now gets the chance for the counterplay. They're pulling the Grozavoy pretty far away from the cap. I'm wondering if they're going to rotate him over to B, try to win there. We'll see. And shots out onto Iwunicum. Iwunicum taking damage from the Salem. Salem's got a nice angle on him, and so now, downside for these shots is it is a Conqueror, so that Conqueror is just going to reach a point and he's just going to say, let me press my heel and print a new ship. Shots coming in on Red Cool in the TNG Moskva. Here come the Conqueror shots. He's looking for fires. Shots are out. He does get a fire. He's down to 53,000 and ticking, so we'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, and the Ragnar of Vivi takes a torp. Radar coming out now. They're looking for that Gearing. Gearing is shooting at him, but look at Battleship Nagato now. Battleship Nagato and the Marceau of Boom Diada. That's why you have all those ships there. As long as he's radared and firing and can't smoke up, he's going to be smashed. And that Gearing has already taken, he's down to 9k. And so yes, the Ragnar doesn't like taking that torp, but he's back up to 16.5, only lost 13,000 health. Gearing's lost 13,000 health as well, but the difference is he can't heal any of that back. 2 caps to 1 the advantage right now for the side of Bonks, but what we have missed is while we're tracking, we talked about that Salem, that Conqueror has not hit that heal yet, so he's still getting chunked down. He's lost half his health, which is why right now TNG holds about a 56,000 health lead. Points differential is 60 points and growing gradually for the side of Bonks. Looks like Mario Andretti also has decided not to re-aggress from the cap. He's sitting there outside C. He's not moved in towards the middle. And the Harugumo of Battleship Nagato is just sitting there, and now it's his turn to farm on to cruisers and battleships. Get some shots out onto Late Blight. Oh, and there's some good shots from the Conqueror out onto Red Cool, and Red Cool's down to 41k. He's also turning out. He is going to dodge those torps successfully because of the turnout, probably spotted by the Gearing of Antonius Jones. Looking out at the big picture for a second, right now Bonks' positioning feels more solid. They've reclaimed the health lead because you look down at Iwunicum in the corner and there's that heal I talked about, but it looks like basically C is kind of not being contested and Bonks has a very good area denial lineup on B. Gearing of Antonius is into the cap to try to take it, and Battleship Nagato is out of his smoke and he's getting chunked, but Red Cool's Moskva is paying for it from a Marceau and Ragnar that are just open water gunboating him down, 17k and dropping. And looks like Battleship Nagato, 7k, and remember, he can't heal that, so all that damage is good. Here's the Salem. Harbinger's trying to get up and get the shots on him. And look at this positioning from the Ohio of Bonks. He's pushed up. He's got broadside. Is Red Cool about to go down? Oh, and Red Cool gets deleted by the Ohio. First kill, 7.5 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen, goes to the side of Bonks. However, for that loss of their ship, TNG has managed to take the cap advantage 2-1, and even though it's a 200 points lead, now it'll start to drop. Also, still only 30,000 points separating the two teams, and the Nevsky of Two Crazy Eyes is starting to farm down the Ohio of Drix, and here comes shots from the other Ohio, only about 4k, not a major issue. Marceau is reaggressing into B. Problem is there's a Salem there he's gonna have to watch out for and be careful of. And over here, we haven't talked about A much. A has been just kind of a kiting. You've got a Goliath and a Conqueror there for the side of Bonks that are just going to heal. And the Kremlin and the Des Moines of Imperator Danny are trying to push up and get control of the cap. They have this cap pretty well locked down, and I like a Gearing over a Shimakaze in this close range fight, especially with Kremlin to back it up. Here's the knife fight starting to go on. Early shots are out for both teams. Gearing down to 19k. Dyer down to 17k. Here come the shots from the Goliath, though. This could be big if they hit and they miss. So Dyer's down to 13k, and he's taken a lot more damage. The Conqueror's trying to change that. Oh, and the Conqueror's shots are just off. Now, A is being contested, and B is being reclaimed by the side of Bonks. So C is still being held. That's been ticking up this entire time, but A and B are being contested by both teams. So right now, that points lead growing once again for the side of Bonks. So Ragnar down to 11k. He's healing. He'll get up a little bit, but he's not happy with the damage. And the Salem of Harbinger, getting him into that position is paying a lot of dividends. He's been able to chunk the Conqueror and force a heal out of him. He's chunking the Ohio. He smashed a bit of Battleship Nagato. So really good positioning by TNG there for Harbinger X. Shots out towards the Ragnar from the Kremlin. They're going to miss. And it looks like the gearing might be pushing the Shima. We're going to have to watch this. We're going to go a little bit wide view so we can watch the other end of the cap. But that gearing is getting awfully close to that Shima's island. And this might be a, we're going to kill off Dyer for TNG. Nope. Gearing smoking up. I was going to say that might be a, we rush around, we kill Dyer, and then we smoke up. But it looks like he's just going to smoke up and tilt and look through the cap. Bonks does take B cap. Points lead 250 for them. Health lead 40k. Actually, pardon me, 35k. And one ship still. Uh-oh. And these torps, if Gearing's not paying attention, nope, he's going to dodge those torps. So, Gearing is pulling around that island. Oh, and the Shimakaze of Dyer is now in an awkward spot. He can't back up because there's a Gearing there, and he's got a Salem shooting him. Though the Gearing of Antonius Jones, 4k and dropping. Ragnar and Harugma are trying to finish him. 2,900. Is he going to go down? 2,200. Let's swirl in, get a close look at him. We got a couple different fights going on here. 500 on Antonius Jones. Is he going to go down? Marceau of Boom Diada is down to 11.5 as well. Looks like Gearing's going to get away for the moment with just a minuscule amount of health, though the Des Moines of Imperator Danny's in a real rough spot. 8k and dropping. He's gone into the smoke, but I think it's too late, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Marceau's got him. We'll see here as the shots come in. Marceau has stopped firing, so, oh, an Imperator Danny. 2 ships for TNG, very low health. But getting good damage in return on those DDs slowly but surely. Salem of Harbinger is down to 7,400, has a super heal, which will be a help. But now we're going to have to see what's going to happen here with the Shimakaze of Dyer versus Aragorn and a Gearing, because you got to think that TNG's looking to clear the Shimakaze off so they can force and push on the cap. Salem of Harbinger has pushed up far enough where he can shoot over that island. He's got the Shima down to 8,400, and now the Gearing, nope, Gearing of Aragorn's backing off. Meanwhile, we haven't talked about C a ton, but just so we can zoom out and see a little bit of C, they are pushing ships up. Bonks, that is pushing their ships up. Ohio just got chunked to 20k, though, and he's burning down from that Nevsky still quickly. We'll have to watch that. But Napoli's of Addy is healthy. And there goes the Gearing of Antonius Jones. He's spotted out, killed by the Marceau. Low health. And that's 2 ships and a 500-point lead for Bonks. This point, TNG needs a kill and needs it now. And they might get one on the Ohio here. They might get one on the Ohio of Drix. And there we go. They get the Ohio of Drix. So that buys them some time. Drops the points lead back to 400, though still not ticking up any points. And we'll see where we go. Kremlin of Righteous Fury pushing into the smoke. Gearing of Aragorn is cutting back in. We've got to watch out, though. Dyer is going to have a perfect line here to just go back, drop torps into the smoke, and try to delete the Kremlin. Oh, Marceau is making a play here on the Salem. He's sitting here. He's not pushing around yet. They do have the Kremlin of TNG spotted for Bonks, and here's the push. But now the Marceau of Boom Dida is spotted, 9k, and that is Nevsky shots, ladies and gentlemen, from downtown that he was smacking. 7,500. Is he going to get another shot onto him? Nope, still at 7,500. Here comes the Torps. Torps out from the Goliath. They are going to hit one, just one on it, and now Dyer is clinging to that island for a life post. And there, Marceau did come around our Harbinger and finish him off. 982 points for Bonks. TNG needs a kill right now on that Shimakaze if they want to have a chance to win this. We'll see if they get it. Kremlin's pushing. 996, 998. And the shots, ladies and gentlemen, will not be in time. Your winner of map 1 and taking a 1-0 lead will be Bonks.